Greetings and blessings, ladies and gentlemen. It is Ruben Amorim Day at Manchester United, the beginning of a new era at our beloved football club. And guess what? The new boss has spoken about his potential assistant, Ruud van Nistelrooy, and what exactly the future holds for him. Meanwhile, he has also clarified on how he intends to play at Manchester United. Welcome to the United of Sport. Like, share, and subscribe. Are you excited? Are you excited? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. But let's listen, guys. It's even raining because, I mean, if it's good news in, certainly it is got to rain. But listen, let's get it. Now, I'm going to give you this quick update about the statements that have been made by Ruben Amorim. That was following his comeback victory over Braha in his final game as Sporting Lisbon manager. Now, Amorim was asked about a couple of things, and one of them was the future of Ruud van Nistelrooy, who has been interim manager for 4 games. Now, he has said Ruud van Nistelrooy is a legend of Man United. He did a great job at Manchester United. Will he stay? I've got to talk to him in the next hours, and then I will explain everything. So let's wait. That is what he told Laurie Whitewell, who is a journalist with the Athletic. Now, this for me points to one thing, that he's certainly not sure whether he has room for Ruud van Nistelrooy, because I think if he did have, if he was sure that he was going to keep Ruud van Nistelrooy, the obvious answer would be, of course, Ruud van Nistelrooy is a legend of the club. I would be excited for him to work, with my team to help us try to achieve the things we want to achieve. But that does not depend on me. It depends on him and the bosses, Ineos, because they're the ones who appoint. That is what he would say if he was sure, really, and excited and enthused about the idea of working with Ruud van Nistelrooy. But his response for me sort of sends a signal that maybe he's quite not sure he needs him. Yes, he respects him as a legend, but he trusts his generals that they can do the work and get Manchester United scoring goals and performing like they're supposed to do. So for me, I'm not saying this is what he meant, but I'm just trying to read between the lines of the statements he made and thinking, Ruud might not have a lot of time at Manchester United. But of course, maybe also it may not be entirely his decision to make, given the new structure of the team. It may not be entirely his decision to appoint his entire backroom staff. We know that he's going to bring in most of the core guys in his backroom staff that he has been working with both at Braha and now at Sporting Lisbon. But probably Ineos might have a veto on 1 or 2 people who they can slot in to try and keep perhaps the club on the track they feel as Ineos they would want it to be on. So again, we've got to wait and see. The other thing that Ruben Amorim was asked about was the playing style, and this was asked that if are you going to play back three at Manchester United like you've been doing it at Sporting Lisbon? And with this response, I thought he was quite clear. There was absolute clarity in his response. He said that I have to start from something I know very well and develop that with the players. I have to start from something I know very well and develop that with the players. He goes on to say, we don't have so much time to train. There are many games, so I will start from a structure I know very well. Now, for me, that's clarity. That is simply him saying that, yes, I'm going to play a back three because that's what I know. That's the structure he knows. That's the style he believes in. That's what he played at Sporting Lisbon that attracted Ineos to look beyond all the so many millions of experienced managers who could have even sent applications for the job, but were not, deemed suitable. So certainly, why deviate from that if it is something that has got you the job? I think it's only right for him to trust his methods and just hope he will be given the time to implement it and make it click with his players. Now, the profiles of the players might be different, but I think he has got to believe in a certain playing style and hope that the players over time can learn it. Now, speaking of time, this is where I think Ineos has a role to play. Listen, Ineos have got to back Ruben Amorim fully. And by backing him, it's not just about waiting for a summer transfer window and buying him players and getting him the players he wants him. Not just that. I think by backing him, I mean give him the time, because this is a new system, it's a new style, it's a new identity, it's a new era of football for Man United. The guy certainly needs the backing in terms of time. In this day and age, certainly it's nearly impossible or difficult to think that, or to imagine that a coach would be given a lot of time to apply his methods and, of course, get results, get the team playing. But you get a sense that if they don't change something, if they continue doing things the old way, the Glazers way, it will just be a change of bodies, but different way of doing, rather similar way of doing things, and it won't take the club anywhere. So for me, what I expect is that Ineos should give this man time, even when the results are not coming. They should shield him from the wrath of the supporters who will be waiting for any opportunity for him to fail, so that they keep then saying, "Bring back Ruben Van Nistelrooy, bring back Van Nistelrooy." Ineos have got to believe, because this is their man. It's a new era. Sir Alex Ferguson's success came because he was backed by the management of Man United at the time. He was losing games at the start, but they believed in him. He was a young manager, gave him all the time, and guess what happened? He became a legend of the club. So for me, I think the first thing Ineos have got to do is to fully back Ruben Amorim. With time, they signed him on a 2.5 year contract. Might sound little, but of course, in this day and age, coaches don't get a lot of time. But for me, they need to trust him and help him apply his methods and give him the time to get the results. Arsenal did it well with Mikel Arteta. Arteta came in his first years, and the supporters of Arsenal were calling for his head because of losses to Brighton, to Brentford, to small clubs and what have you. But they fully backed him, and in fact, the best thing that the Arsenal guys did to Mikel Arteta was releasing that documentary of the All or Nothing documentary, which showed how Mikel Arteta was changing things around the club, how he was in control of the team, how he was disciplining players, and everyone then started backing him. It endeared him to the supporters. I had the Piers Morgans, who were the biggest critics of Mikel Arteta. All of them started backing him. He was the first to say, sack him, sack Mikel Arteta. He was dissing him. Later on, he was, after watching All or Nothing, he was saying, this is the right guy to take Arsenal forward. I think Manchester United might not really do the same thing, but they have got to do something to show that they fully back this guy, but also to show how he treats players, so that everyone buys into the whole project and supports it into the same direction that we all want to push. So for me, that's my honest take on the whole Ruben Amorim situation. Of course, in terms of his arrival, it's a matter of time, certainly. For now, as of today, at least from what we had, as of today, Ruben Amorim is the head coach of Manchester United. I'm sure he will be getting his jet, if he hasn't already, touching down in England already, maybe later today. And of course, working on his final documents to get the work permit, so that he can fully take on the job as Manchester United boss. Of course, the first press conference is what you would want to see, or the first release interview of him speaking to Manchester United. Guys, I think he should be doing his press duties. I think now photo shoot, interviews and stuff, meeting, the staff at Manchester United. A lot should be going on between now and, of course, that time when he comes in to start working with the players. But he has spoken, and for me, I love the clarity in terms of the playing style. It, I think, makes it clear to the players, you've got to adjust and fit into this. If you're not, Ineos should back him by supporting him, get them out until they can get the right players, either from the academy or even in the next transfer window they can use to buy in players that Amorim would deem fit to suit his structure. So that's exactly what's going on at Manchester United. It's a happy day if you love Manchester United. It's an exciting day. It's a promising day. It begins the start. It marks the start of a new era at a club that has been almost running hopeless because of the lack of significant progress in terms of the football. Do we then expect now that this is the man? Are we seeing the birth of the new Sir Alex Ferguson? Well, these praises can come, but we should be calm about them, because listen, Eric Ten Hag arrived as a hero. I think we praised Eric Ten Hag like our lives depended on him. This guy beat, I think, a Champions League winning Real Madrid 4-1 in the Champions League. This guy had beaten Amorim Sporting Lisbon, I think 5 something. This guy had won games of football, but when he got to Manchester United, it was a whole different ball game. Manchester United is a very different pressure, a different headache, that there are no guarantees. We can only hope that Ruben Amorim could be the man that we are hoping for, waiting for, and we can only hope that he can get the support. As supporters, we need to do our part. Back him, believe in him, but most importantly, Ineos have got to back him. He has got to believe in himself. He has got to make the right calls and get the players, most importantly, playing for him. Because if they don't, nothing. My name is Webb. Like, share, and subscribe. It's a good day. How are you feeling about today? Talk to me. 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 This is the day. This is the day. Has made. Has made. It's always exciting to to mark a new era. I think you don't know what to expect. That's the beauty about it. The beauty about being a United fan right now is we don't know what to expect. So we're only hopeful, but it's a new era with a promising manager, a promising head coach. So we can only enjoy it for as long as we can and hope that on the 4th of December, this man guides us to taking Arsenal to footballing school in his first major test as Man United head coach. My name is Webb. Like, share, and subscribe. And let me catch you later, fam.